Hi guys, this is Satella, and today I'm starting a new series, which is going to be 22 habits of millionaires and billionaires to cultivate for success. Millionaires are a strange lot. They think differently from the average person. Most people focus on saving their money. Rich people focus on earning. They seek ways to gain by taking calculated risk, whereas the average person focuses on how to save and hold on to what they have. Quite simply, the rich see problems as opportunities. Poor people, or people with a scarcity mentality, or the average working Joe, sees problems as roadblocks. So they hold on to what they have. They hoard their money in the bank, earning very little interest. And that's just not the way to become a millionaire or a billionaire. The truth is, rich people really think differently from the non-wealthy. Rich people seek opportunities everywhere. Wealth begins in your mind. The wealthy have a wealth mindset. They have a wealth mentality. Yes, some wealthy people inherited their money, and that's true. Most, they did not work for it, and most will be broke as adults. Most living off of trust funds, family assets that they can't sell, and most of them by the third generation are just paper millionaires, and they have no wealth of their own. Real millionaires and billionaires, self-made persons that earn, that built their wealth, that's building generational legacy, that's building generational wealth, that leaves a legacy that's built upon. This is a new kind of millionaire, billionaire mindset and mentality. And that's the kind of millionaire, multimillionaire, and certainly billionaire that you want to be. Quite frankly, there is a difference between multimillionaires and billionaires, but we'll talk about that in another session. Warren Buffett, a real billionaire, says if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And there's really something to what he's saying there. Because we live in a time where we have a lot of people who've become a millionaire, okay? But persons who become self-made multimillionaires up to billionaire status, they're just a different spirit in them that's operating. And that's what we want to learn by looking into these habits that millionaires and billionaires cultivate for success. And not just success in the terms of money or monetary or material gain. Well, we're talking about mental success. We're talking about emotional success. We're talking about a holistic approach. And so millionaires understand that money should be worked for. In other words, money should work for you as opposed to you working for the money. So the key to staying wealthy is to put your money to work. Money must grow. It must increase. That's a first principle of the kingdom of Yahweh. If you look at the story of the talents, when that Yeshua told, 3 persons chosen, each given a certain amount based on their capacity. One was given 1 talent, one was given 2, one was given 3. The investor goes off and comes back after a period of time and says, okay, give me an account of what you've done. The first guy comes up and says, I didn't really want to take a lot of risk. I wasn't sure if I did anything with the money, it's going to work out. And so I just hid it. I didn't do anything with it. Second guy comes along and says, you know what? I increase it by 1. Hey, that's great. Here's something else for you. More money comes to you. Third person comes along and says, I increased it by 2. And the parable tells us that the landowner says, you know what? I am now going to put you in charge of 5 cities, 5 areas of investment. Let's bring it into where we want it to be. But the first guy, he says, you know what? I gave you something to work with, and you did nothing with it. You didn't even put it in the bank. And this is what I mean by money must grow. It must increase. Everything that you have must grow and increase. First principle of the kingdom. This person did nothing. At least the people putting their money in the bank is earning some interest. But the broader understanding of the parable is you have to take what you have and put it somewhere that it's working for you so that it can increase in its value and its output. This is one of the first principles that we need to understand when we're shifting our mentality into a wealth consciousness that leads us to be multimillionaires and billionaires. We must have investments. You have to invest. These millionaires and billionaires, they prioritize long-term investments over short-term spending. They're not looking for the quick fix. They're not day traders. They look at something, they run the numbers, and they see the value over a long-term period that brings them a return. Millionaires focus on building wealth through investing in hard assets and some soft assets too, but mostly hard. This is the long-term investing in stocks, bonds, and stocks are not day trading, by the way. But they invest in stocks, bonds, real estate, investing in other businesses and taking equity positions in different companies. And otherwise, diversifying their earning potential in these various assets that they have. Self-made millionaires and billionaires have an entrepreneurial spirit. Barbara Corcoran, who is one of the Sharks, started her real estate empire with $1,000. She sold her business in 2001 for $66 million. Janice Bryant Harroyd, founder of Act One, started her staffing agency with $1,500, $900 of which she borrowed from her mother. She's now worth $285 million. Gustav Magnar Witzor is the owner of Salmar, a fish farm juggernaut, unicorn. His net worth is $2.4 billion, and they sell fish. They grow salmon in fish farming. So it really doesn't, in a sense, matter what it is, but that's a hard asset. The thing is, you got to be focused. You have to love what you're doing. You have to stick with it. You have to have resilience in this process. And you have to stay focused. You have to cultivate a mindset of growth and abundance and curiosity. So if you want to join the millionaire billionaire circle, learn to be resilient, believe in yourself, stay curious, and you're going to have success. Failure may not be an option, but failure will happen. But you have to get up and you have to go again. I'll see you very soon in the next one. Love you. Talk to you soon.